and speed enthusiasts. Welcome to a new video.
Today, we will review the best qualifying runs of the 9-second motorcycles, the fastest ones of the 16th Carnival Cup of quarter-mile drags in Barranquilla 2023.
We start with a duel between Angelo Bonilla's Honda CBR1000RR and Cesar Camacho's Suzuki GSX-R1000.
Cesar Camacho in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 sets a time of 9.193 seconds, taking the first position in the classification, followed by Angelo Bonilla in his Honda CBR1000RR, who clocks in at 9.519 seconds.
Next, we have a face-off between Edward Manzano's Suzuki GSX-R1000 and Luis Requena's Suzuki GSX-R1000.
Luis Requena in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 takes the lead in the table with a time of 9.187 seconds, while Edward Manzano in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 takes the fourth place by clocking in at 9.719 seconds.
The following duel is between Damian Camacho's Suzuki GSX-R1000 and Angelo Bonilla's Honda CBR1000RR.
Angelo Bonilla in his Honda CBR1000RR fails to improve his previous records, while Damian Camacho in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 takes the fourth position with a time of 9.593 seconds.
Now it's time for a face-off between Javier Carrillo's Suzuki GSX-R1000 or Hayabusa and Julian Camacho's Suzuki GSX-R1000.
Camacho in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 sets a time of 9.706 seconds, earning the 5th position, while Javier Carrillo in his Suzuki Hayabusa takes the 7th place on the table with a time of 9.803 seconds.
Next, Cesar Camacho makes a new solo run. Cesar Camacho in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 retakes the first position with an amazing time of 9.080 seconds.
It's Angelo Bonilla's turn again on his Honda CBR1000RR. Angelo Bonilla in his Honda CBR1000RR repeats the exact same time he had previously clocked in at 9.519 seconds, maintaining his 3rd position on the table.
Now, Luis Requena makes a new run on his Suzuki GSX-R1000.
Luis Requena in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 improves his previous record by 57 milliseconds, with an ET of 9.130 seconds, but it's not enough to take the 1st position.
The next duel is between Cesar Camacho on his other Suzuki GSX-R1000, marked with number 308, and Javier Carrillo's Suzuki GSX-R1000R Hayabusa.
Javier Carrillo in his Suzuki Hayabusa abandons his attempt, while Cesar Camacho in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 number 308 records a time of 9.877 seconds that positions him at the bottom of the leaderboard.
Now on a new run, we have the Suzuki GSX-R1000 of Damian Camacho.
Camacho in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 improves his previous time by 61 milliseconds, recording an ET of 9.532 seconds, but it's not enough to move up in the leaderboard.
Next, we have a duel between Javier Carrillo in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 or Hayabusa and the Suzuki GSX-R1000 of Julian Camacho.
If you are enjoying the video, please support us with a like.
Javier Carrillo in his Suzuki Hayabusa records an ET of 9.632 seconds, which moves him from 7th to 5th position in the classification.
On the other hand, Julian Camacho in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 doesn't improve his previous time.
Now the Suzuki GSX-R1000 of Edward Manzano faces off against the Suzuki GSX-R1000 of Luis Requena.
Edward Manzano in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 moves up one position to 6th place, recording a time of 9.679 seconds, 40 milliseconds better than his previous time. On the other hand, Luis Requena in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 doesn't improve his previous time.
Next up, the Suzuki GSX-R1000 or Hayabusa of Javier Carrillo faces off against the Suzuki GSX-R1000 of Julian Camacho once again.
By just 1 or 4 milliseconds at the finish line, Javier Carrillo in his Suzuki Hayabusa takes an impressive victory. However, he does not improve on his previous time. Meanwhile, Julian Camacho in his Suzuki GSX-R1000 sets a time of 9.654 seconds, moving up one position in the rankings to 5th place.
Next to compete are Angelo Bonilla on his Honda CBR1000RR and Cesar Camacho on his Suzuki GSX-R1000.
Cesar Camacho on his Suzuki GSX-R1000 sets an ET of 9.116 seconds, a time better than that of all his competitors, but not better than his current record. For his part, Angelo Bonilla on his Honda CBR1000RR improves on his previous time by setting an ET of 9.501, but remains in 3rd place on the leaderboard.
Next up, it's Edward Manzano's Suzuki GSX-R1000 versus Luis Requena's Suzuki GSX-R1000.
Edward Edward Manzano on his Suzuki GSX-R1000 does not improve on his previous record, while Luis Requena on his Suzuki GSX-R1000 sets a time of 9.096 seconds, improving his previous record by 34 milliseconds, but falling just 16 milliseconds short of the top spot.
Now closing out the rankings is Cesar Camacho on his Suzuki GSX-R1000 number 321.
Subscribe and activate notifications so you don't miss our next videos.
¡Ey! Rompió 8, 9.
With a time of 9.066 seconds, which also becomes the track record in the motorcycle category, Cesar Camacho on his Suzuki GSX-R1000 number 321 solidifies his first position in the final standings, leaving a total of 8 classified bikes.
However, in the finals of the 10-second category, Cesar Camacho on his Suzuki GSX-R1000 number 330 entered this category. With a time of 9.8 seconds, Cesar Camacho with his Suzuki GSX-R1000 number 330 is disqualified from the 10-second final, and goes on to close the list of classified bikes in 9 seconds, having set his time in the finals of another category and not in the qualifying rounds. Thus, the final of the 9-second category will feature these 9 classified bikes, which will compete against each other in search of the champion trophy, but that will be in a future video. Subscribe so you don't miss it.